I can hear you sniffling in the background there, boy. Come on in. I can hear you laughing.
Yeah, I know.
What?
I don't know. The Upper Decker and
The draft day coming soon. Coming
is
soon.
in the house. We got to apologize. We missed our 1-year anniversary by 2 days. But
And why is that? I was ready to go both days, and you just couldn't go either one.
no, life happened, I guess.
Yeah, life happens. It does. It happens. It's crazy. It happens like that, but it is what it is. So,
but hey, welcome to the Sports Cave.
Yeah, year anniversary. God, we've been doing this for a year. You know, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
You didn't hashtag very well this morning, but that's okay.
Well, I didn't realize you could only have 100 characters, so I had a whole bunch, and then I got rid of the ones that I didn't think would.
Did you do it in the actual first one? Or did you put it in the description?
I put it in the first one.
Oh,
is that where I'm supposed to do it?
Well, I know I copied and pasted on both, so I don't know.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So yeah, that was called Happy Anniversary, that music there, and I think that was maybe for like a wedding anniversary.
That was something. That was like that was like Big John's funeral or something.
I paid 50 cents for that thing there.
You paid 50 cents for that?
No, I got it free. So
let's say you got robbed.
Yeah, there you go. So all right, buddy. We haven't actually talked in a while. We've text back and forth, but let's talk Fields first. What the hell happened? Seriously, what are your thoughts?
I don't really know what the hell happened. Obviously at first it was, we've never looked to trade him. We weren't going to trade him. And then all of a sudden over the past few weeks, we've shopped Justin Fields, and now they're saying that he didn't take the best deal out there because he wanted to do good by Justin Fields. And if he did that, then I don't know. I don't think you publicly come out and say that, but
yeah. So that means
the Eagles probably offered him a second round pick for Fields, and he's like, no, he wants to go to Pittsburgh. Wow. So we're going to take a 6th round. Yeah, which makes no sense.
I'm a little confused by that. Does that say that the Vikings might have said, "Hey, we'll give you a 2nd round pick for him," and that's not the best option for the Bears? Yeah. I mean, you don't do it for Fields you do it for your team, right?
Well, you would think so.
Yeah, which he probably did. He probably didn't want to go to the NFC because then they would have had to face him sooner. I mean, they're going to face him sooner or later, but I don't know. I just thought a 6th round. That's like,
yeah, and if he plays over 51%, it's a 4th round, which is still, and it's next year's draft. You gain nothing this year.
Right.
Probably that was in their minds the whole time. They were going to get rid of him. They know who they're drafting. Are they going to draft that number 1 pick, Caleb Williams, and then take another quarterback at 2? It's hard to say.
I don't know. Is that what you think is going to happen? They're going to take Caleb? I think they're going to take Caleb.
Yeah, I think from now, it's.
Or do you think they trade, or do they trade down to 2 and Washington gives them a 6th round pick in next year's draft? Or what?
God.
No.
Well, the thing is, when they trade, they're going to go. They'll get the 2, so then they'll get whatever. They're going to get a quarterback, no matter be it 1, 2, or 3.
Right.
I don't know if Ryan Poles listens to Dan Orlovsky at all, but he
sure
tells the Bears they need to take Jaden Daniels. And if you're taking Jaden Daniels, you trade the 1, pick at 2. Then your pressure's off going, hey, you know what? Washington took Caleb. We're taking Jaden Daniels.
So what do you get for that? What do you get as the Bears? Do you get a 1 next year if you let the Skins?
Yeah, it sounds like you get Commanders like 1 this year, a later round this year, and then a 1st and a 2nd next year, possibly, and then a player. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what their thoughts are there. And then everybody's talking about the Vikings trading up, and I see them trading up. I don't see not Atlanta, excuse me. They don't see Arizona giving up 4 Harrison. Because they want Harrison. Yeah. And what if the Vikings move up to 5? And then they said, well, then the Giants would move up with Arizona to 4.
Yeah, the two
and then they
quarterbacks
still-
I've seen on the Minnesota is JJ McCarthy and Michael Penix Jr.
well,
Those are
that
the
and,
two. Well,
and
Drake.
a lot of
but,
people want Drake May, but
yeah, May's not going to be there unless they get the 2 or 3, and New England is not going to trade the 3.
Yeah. I don't think they will. I mean, unless they're in love with one of those other guys, I don't think you move up and get JJ at 4. I don't think you get JJ. I think you keep 11.
I think you can get JJ at 11 probably.
I do too. But
And then they say they're going to draft somebody else at 11 and then take Penix Jr. at 23rd.
yeah, that wouldn't.
Which we seen Penix on the big stage.
Yeah.
I mean, he was nothing flashy. He was nothing.
Well, he collapsed in the game, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. No, it'll be
Look
interesting.
at Penix stats versus McCarthy stats.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
there's
it's
that.
4,500 yards to 2,000 yards.
But one
was
played in a different
running-
system
yeah,
than the other.
exactly. And do
I'm
you
still-
want that type of quarterback in
Well,
Minnesota?
that-
Do you want a guy that's going to hand off, throw an occasional pass when you've got all these weapons? I would think you'd want a guy like a Caleb Williams or a Drake May that's going to air it out
or a
see what
Penix
happens.
or whoever. Yeah, and they say JJ can air it out, but he never had to. I mean, their offense averaged 5 yards a game, so who knows? That's why they draft. We can speculate all we want. People speculate; they have a good time with it. Gets you crazy sometimes. I think I wake up every morning and I hop on the old Twitter, and there's you about 6 or 7 times telling people, "Goodbye, chill out." They're going to be fine this year. The Bears are going to be fine. The Bears are going to be fine.
Well, people are such overreactors. I overreacted to RG3, and I know he threw that out there just to be a RG3.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's like Caleb Williams would rather go to Washington to throw to 3 no-name wide receivers and Austin Eckler than what's in. I mean, he's encouraging what Eli Manning did and John Elway.
Yeah.
To me, if a guy does that, I wouldn't want him.
Well,
I'd
and
say, you know what?
that's RG3 saying that, who was a former Washington quarterback. He's just trying to get the fans on his side out in Washington. The more clicks they get, the better off they are and all that sort of thing. So,
yeah, and RG3 ended his career with a injury.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Do you got some insider information on that?
Well, yeah, no. I'm not going to go anymore. No, I'm not going to waste my breath on RG3.
It's a pretty rough. I saw the hit. That's a pretty legit injury. It's
well, I know.
No Joe Theismann injury, but
no.
His leg wasn't.
And maybe that's why he's like talking the way he is. I don't know.
Arm, but I mean, other than that, yeah, he doesn't know anything more than what you and I do. He's probably got a few better connections at this point.
He's got a few extra connections than we do. Yes.
Yeah. So, hey, just kind of I looked up some things today. It was just kind of today in history while I was waiting for you. So I told you this one earlier. 1918, Woodrow Wilson signed the Standard Time Act, which established the time zones here in America, and then also brought our favorite daylight saving time holiday or whatever you want to call it.
The time zone thing makes sense.
Yeah, it sure does. It does. But daylight saving time doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I guess I don't really care one way.
It throws you off 2 days out of the year. I mean, that's
that it does.
I believe Arizona does not acknowledge daylight savings, right?
That is part of Arizona does not acknowledge.
Part of.
Yeah, but some of them do and some of them don't. So how weird would that be? Like you live 5 miles from the place that does.
Yeah.
It's 8 o'clock there, but 9 o'clock where you are, or whatever it is. So,
and does Verizon? I mean, and AT&T, what do they do in the state?
Yeah, that's all computerized there, buddy. They don't have to do anything.
Oh yeah, no, but they're still gonna. If it's daylight savings in one part of Arizona, it's gonna be daylight savings everywhere else.
Well, that it is. I'm sure they figure it out. Who knows?
You want to argue about it, buddy?
Not really, because I want to finish my list here as you keep freaking
finish away. Finish away.
Well, no, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
actually,
have a
2000
podcast for a year and you turn into Pat Sajak. I got it.
Oh, good segue, buddy. I got you. 2003, the war with Iraq, the first war with Iraq started. So my brother Chris was in that one. So
My
thank you for
brother
your
was
service, Chris.
in Kuwait.
Was he?
Also, yep.
Wow,
He
okay.
was water distiller, and he went down the road, the highway to hell.
Okay,
He
gotcha.
doesn't
My
talk
brother,
about it, but
yeah, my brother was he was in Turkey, so he fixed like the tanks when
Oh,
they
okay.
came. Yeah, when they would get damaged in war, they would ship them back there, and he fixed them. So he was never like in Iraq, but he was in Turkey.
But he
doing the
was,
thing.
that's
He was
close.
part of the thing. Yeah, yeah.
He was closer than you and I.
Well, that's for sure. I was
Yeah.
just a freshman in college, enjoying life, brother. That's what I
Yep.
was. No, maybe no, not. You know, it might have been 2003. Wouldn't have been right because I was out of college by then. Maybe I got the wrong one.
Well, didn't
Wasn't
you
that
say what?
1991 is when my brother
Oh.
went. So 2003 was the other one. Yes.
Oh,
was the-
okay. Yeah,
My bad.
1990, 91. Yeah, that was.
yeah, way back then. So and then 2020, our good friend Kenny Rogers, not the pitcher, but the actual songwriter, passed away at the age of 81. And I sang you a verse of his song, and you were like, "Hey, that's Kenny Rogers." And I said,
Yeah.
"Yes, it is. Yes, it is." And so,
Did you want to sing for the folks this morning on our
you know, I don't think it's going to happen, buddy.
unofficial 1 year anniversary? But
Yeah, yeah, and that's what today is as well.
how many episodes have we did you
I think we're at 87.
87? Now we're back to season 2, episode
We're
1.
on season 2, episode 1 is what we
Yeah.
are.
We'll look out, friends. Here we come.
Yeah, that's right. maybe. So, yeah, so there's that. And then we don't have a whole lot to talk to about, but I think we were going to try and get together on Friday and reveal our picks for the NCAA basketball tournament. Have you made your picks
Oh,
yet or not?
And it starts on Thursday. No, I
That-
haven't done.
well, but they're all the play-in games, though, right?
No, Thursday is the first big day.
Well,
We
then
might
maybe.
need to go on Thursday morning, like at
Okay.
the tip off.
Okay. Well, I can definitely do that. I'll probably be via
I
phone.
figured you could.
Yeah. Well, I'll be via phone because I'll be down in Phoenix.
Oh, that's right.
I might bring the laptop. We'll see. So, but yeah, I could do a quick one there. We could talk about our
We
picks. So
actually
let's
do it on your phone. You can't save it, right?
right.
Yeah,
So
you
would
better
have
bring
to
your
say-
laptop then.
I will bring it.
Their chief engineer.
I will have to take it out in the TSA line, get all my stuff out of there, put it back in, do all this, not this, not that.
Hakuna Matata, Chad.
For you and our viewers, I will do that, my brother.
Means no worries
I know, no worries. I'm
for the
not
rest
too
of your
worried.
life.
I don't have too many worries to be.
I didn't think you had too many worries.
No, I'm worried today because you said you only wanted to go a half hour, and we're already at 13 minutes.
Hey,
And I got
we're right on pace. We're right on
All right,
pace.
all right. Well, speaking of Pat Sajak, why don't you go ahead and kind of talk about what we're going to talk
Well,
about
you wanted to
today.
mention I said, hey, what are we gonna do for six pack today? As organized as we are, we didn't talk about it 4 days ago.
Yes.
We did it hour before game time.
Not even that, was it? I don't.
Yeah. So Chad wanted to do the top 6
Game shows that we would like to be on,
Yeah.
and,
And whether
so,
it be back in the 70s, some of these, all these are still around, I believe, that
I think there's only one that might not be on mine, but I don't know. We'll find. Yeah. So okay. Well, do you want to start or do you want me to?
I'll start.
Okay.
Because
So
the first
for
one- Number 6.
yes.
That's what I'm doing is one that I wouldn't mind being on, but I don't think the arm would hold up throughout the game, which would be Wheel of Fortune with
Gotcha.
Pat Sajak.
Okay.
You bend over. I mean, what happened? You hurt your back and you fall onto the wheel. And it's,
Interesting enough, my friend. My number 6 pick is Wheel of Fortune.
there you go.
Yeah. And you have to, so you kind of said all mine don't involve me using my brain, but you got to use your brain on
Oh, you
Wheel
got
of
to use your
Fortune.
brain on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen some people that it's like, I know what that is. And all of a sudden they'll say a different word. I'm like,
You're just, yeah.
I'm going to spin one more time.
Yeah. I don't know what
There's
it
one
is.
letter left.
Yep. I like to buy a Z.
You can't buy a Z.
Okay.
A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y. Can you buy a Y?
No, I don't think you can.
Oh, okay.
Man, you went back to Mrs. Struckman's class there, buddy. EIOU.
Yeah.
Sometimes why?
Sometimes
Wow.
Y.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's a good, I think that'd be a pretty easy show to be on. Again, probably mostly luck.
Yeah.
on Wheel of Fortune, which leads
I
me
think
to my
all
number.
these are kind of, well, not all of
Well,
our luck, but
which leads me to my number 5, which is Press Your Luck. And I think it's still on today. I think they have a
Oh.
newer version of it, but the whammy dude, you know, they do
Yep.
and stop. And watched a documentary a while ago on a guy that actually figured out the pattern of that board, and he
Oh.
won like a crap ton of money back in the 80s. So, but it's kind of weird because every time I would watch that show, I would know the answers to all those questions, and I always thought, boy, I'd be pretty good at that, you know. But
until you got on the show, and then the
and then
cameras would be on, and
give me the magnesium level of the alkaline lake in Salt Lake City.
yeah,
Gingerbread man. Gingerbread man.
yeah, there you go, gingerbread man.
So,
Okay,
what's
my
your
5, I went with Minute to Win It.
minute? Oh God, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah.
ones that's like, oh, I could do that in a minute, and then you try it on your home. It's like I can't do that. In a
I
minute.
can't do that in a minute.
Especially with the pressure of the music blaring on you, the lights are flashing, and you're trying to balance a ping pong ball on a spoon and run across, or whatever you had to do. But we've done that at like post prom parties, like.
Oh yeah.
Brought
Fun
that
stuff.
up.
Fun stuff.
Kids
with
love
your
it,
kids
yeah.
do that. All that good stuff. Absolutely.
I did see something funny today off of the game shows. I'm flipping through Facebook and the reels come up, so I'm watching these reels. And there's this guy going down the fairway with a big bag of marshmallows, throwing marshmallows out.
So people were thinking they were golf
Thinking that's
balls.
the
Or what?
ball. Oh, there's the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a marshmallow.
I guess I never. Well, sounds like we got something to do when we come over in May, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
We'll spray paint some of them yellow if they don't go.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
All righty. So what do you got for number 4, my man?
My number 4 is, I haven't really watched it very much, but I think it sounds like a cool show to be on. It's called Bullshit, the Game Show. I think I can bullshit with the best of them.
I would agree.
So,
What channel is that on? I've never seen that.
I don't know, but it's what's his name? Howie Mandel. He runs that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of funny because my number 4, and I did play Howie Mandel in a commercial back here in Rochester when Deal or No Deal was hot.
Yeah.
I grew that
believe
little
you
thing
did.
here. Yeah. And so so Deal or No Deal, because that's pretty much luck. You just like,
Yep.
I'll take number 2.
Yeah.
And Deal or No Deal, $500. I'm taking that $500 and I'm heading out, buddy.
Oh, I'm out with the $25. I'm not even.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But I used to play it on a game board or on the computer, and first case you open, $1 million.
Yeah, like the
really?
arcade where you'd win the tickets. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, it was Lily Rose and I at one of her first soccer tournaments. We held out and we won the grand prize.
Really?
These tickets just kept coming out, and all those toys that you win are just shit anyways. But
Well, yeah.
hey, it was still fun. We won the game. But
There you go.
number 3, remember watching this at my grandma's house. God, I love this show, and I would love to be on it now, but it was the Joker's Wild. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
You'd spin that handle, and
Yep.
you'd ask questions, and then you'd spin and then the devil would come up, and you would lose. And so, but no, I always thought that'd be kind of a fun game show to be on. I like that trivia stuff and
Yep.
all that sort of thing. But that's kind of more just watching it at grandma's house back in the day when mom and dad would say, "We don't want you for a couple days. You're going to go stay at grandma's." It's like, okay.
Yeah, all right. Go watch Beverly Hillbillies and the Joker's Wild.
And Barnaby Jones. I remember watching do you remember that show?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's old frickin' Beverly Hillbillies frickin' dad. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's
that's
a lot of games. Yeah, we could talk a lot of shows back in the day, but
Yeah.
my
So,
number 3 is, to me, is one of the most rigged games ever. Is The Price is Right.
ba-ba-ba-ba.
And
Now, why do you think?
the people
why
that
do you
tick
think-
me off the most is the guy at the very last one? $1.
Well, that's just using your brain. If
Well, it
they're like,
is, but you know what? At least go change it up a little bit. Say $3.
so say you get on there and they say, "What's your name?" What do you tell them your first name is?
I'd have to think on it.
Would you
But-
say big? Would you say big or not?
I don't know. anyways,
Large.
we went to Las Vegas and we got tickets to one of the local Prices Right. We're like, let's go to
Okay.
this. Let's be fun. We never got taken down there,
Yeah.
but it was the biggest farce. Nobody won because they had like a Ford, I don't know, just a small car, like a Dodge Omni or something. And you're thinking, oh, you're looking about, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, and all of a sudden I come up $28,000. I'm like, there's no way that car is worth $28,000. So yeah, it could be easily rigged at any time.
Well, yeah, true.
To give or not to give a Hawaii package or a new freezer.
So do you think that big wheel is rigged then too? You think there's some guy in the back?
Oh, this guy's slowing her down.
Yeah.
Oh, you just missed it by a click.
We need to go back to what your first name would be on that show. There's Smelly, Large, Big.
Jeez. Wow.
Just think all the fun you could have.
You could, but that's all it's going to be on your name tag is Big.
Seymour.
Oh, that's from when you're underneath the grandstand.
Yeah, there you go. Yikes.
That was my number 3, Chad.
What's your number 2, brother?
My number 2, I think it would be hilarious. And I think you get the family together. I think Family Feud would be a blast to be on.
So I had that, and then I'm like, I don't know. Maybe with Richard Dawson it'd be fun, but they've had so many different hosts throughout the past few years. That's just kind of crazy. But
no, I like Steve Harvey because I'd say something to make him look at me like
kind of like I do half the time we're on this podcast.
Yeah, that's your look 3/4 of the time.
Well, that's true too. It's called sleep. It's called sleep and a lack of it. So my number 2, I don't know if you remember this from the MTV days when it's kind of when they were still playing music videos, but they kind of started switching out of it. It was Remote Control. Do you remember that show?
Oh, yes. Yep.
And that was one that I was really good at as well. Yeah, I was like, it was kind of the music of that era. And I was like, I knew it. So to me, it would be like something that I could do good at. So my number 2 would have been Remote Control, which brings me to my number 1, and I'd only want to be on it if this guy was the host and that's the Price is Right. And I'd want it to be Bob Barker. I just think it'd be kind of be on there. And, not saying Drew Carey, he had a hell of a funny show back with the Drew Carey show and all that sort of thing.
He wasn't a Price is Right guy.
Yeah. But I don't think it's rigged, but I've never been to one. So you have. And so you can say that it was rigged.
It's rigged as ever. Yes.
Come on down.
And my number 1 is one that you do not have to use your brain on. You just show up, pick a case, deal or no deal.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're just like,
I'm going to take number 7. And you're thinking that's the $1 million.
Yeah.
And then your first case, you open $1 million. Okay. It's the 500,000 that's in there. And then you're down to like the bottom 7.
Yeah. It's pretty neat premise. So,
I like Howie Mandel. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the longer that show was on, the more irritated you got when you look at you go, deal or no deal.
And we'll be right back. Yeah.
It's like Ryan Seacrest. This is American Idol. We know it's American Idol.
Right.
We got 5 minutes left of the show. You don't have to say it every time you go to break. Or every time you come back.
That's called marketing, Nolan. So you don't ever forget.
Yeah, but the irritation is, people had to realize that people just irritated with Ryan Seacrest because he never. But hey, he's got more money than I'll ever think about having. So
I could say I've never watched American Idol. I can say that. I've watched The Voice because Becky liked The Voice, but I've never watched American Idol.
Really?
Yeah. I know who people are because you always hear about it on the news and all that stuff. But for the most part, I never watched it.
Huh.
Not my cup of tea, brother.
I guess not.
Yeah. So let's go back to the Price is Right. What game would you like to play if you got on? If you won the
Plinko.
I was thinking Plinko, and I was thinking the golf game.
Yeah, the golf one. Yep. I do the golf one. Yeah.
And then the Hill Climber was always kind of one of my favorites as well.
Yep.
Yeah. But I think if I had to choose, I think Plinko would be number one. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
But that one, I'm sure, was also a rigged game show as well, if we look back on it. Because when they pull from, I bet you they had 2 cards behind that red Price is Right tag.
Yeah, we don't want this son of a
That
gun to
earpiece
win.
in Bob Barker's is like, nope, dude just nailed it.
Yep.
Don't open that one. Open
Yeah, yeah,
pull the first 2 with it. Okay. Oh, too bad.
yeah.
Sucks to be you.
I think we need to start a new podcast along with this one, Conspiracy Theories by Nolan Dix.
We could have a ton of conspiracy theories.
Well, let's that'll be our next top 6 pack. Top 6 conspiracy theories that are out there today. One was banished over the weekend. Did you see that? Princess Kate was out and about.
Who was?
Princess Kate over in England. Yeah. She was out walking around.
Really?
She wasn't picked up by a UFO. She wasn't
Some vitamin D.
Yeah, she wasn't killed by Prince William. All that stuff.
Wow.
So,
She needs to get some sunlight. She really does.
Yeah.
Unless she's on a pretty good vitamin regimen.
What did she do to you? She still owe you $5 from Taco Bell or what?
No, from a NCAA pool she was in like 10 years ago.
I gotcha.
I paid her entry fee.
Before she came.
We didn't have Venmo back then, so I never got
Oh
Venmo.
yeah. The queen, the future queen rubbed you the wrong way. Huh?
Yeah.
There you go. That's pretty funny. Did you see what mine says? I mock draft my beers.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know if I had to explain it to you, it wouldn't be funny. So.
I got it. I laughed and inside for the last
Inside you did. There you go.
Yeah.
So all right, well, Friday, NCAA, yes, right? Or Thursday. We will make those picks. Did you see Ant-Man's dunk last night? Did you see that?
Yes.
What did you
It
think
really
of that?
wasn't a dunk, it was just like a throwdown.
God, he just came in, and I guess I didn't see the finger, but some people said they saw the finger and it was like totally bent the wrong way. He went into the.
Oh, well, he looked at his hand right away, and I was like, well, yeah, you going with that much authority onto a rim.
Man. And then I did see one thing on Twitter this morning. It said if kids still hang posters on their wall of their favorite basketball player, that would probably be a really good one to do, because
that would be a good one.
It was just crazy.
So yeah, the question on X this morning was, who's more valuable to their team,
Justin Jefferson or Anthony Edwards?
Yeah. And I wanted to jump on there so bad, but I refrained.
Why?
Because I didn't want to get into a heated discussion with anybody.
Gotcha. I would say it'd probably be right now. It'd be Edwards.
It'd have to be Edwards.
Yeah, I mean, it's without.
And not saying Jefferson isn't.
No.
But I mean, they were fine without him last year.
They were. They played okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't win a whole lot.
Didn't they go like 5-2?
Well, I think it was like I don't remember what the actual record was, but yeah, they did okay. Where are you going? What are you doing? No computer. I thought maybe we're having computer issues again. So I was like,
no.
All right.
That was before. I was
going to restart in 2 minutes, and away we go. So
and we need to, we'll do that on Friday with the NCAA. Well, we might do it Thursday because that's when the games start. We'll do it
Thursday. Yeah, we'll do it Thursday.
So we'll do Thursday live show. Friday, if we do one, we could get into our mock draft 1.7.
Well, I've only done, I would say, mock draft 2.0. I've actually been looking at that, and then I have been looking at some of the baseball teams as well. So we'll do a little baseball. We should
start talking a little baseball.
Yeah, we'll talk some baseball here coming up. They're coming end of next week? Is that when it?
Close.
Yep. And then you started baseball yesterday, right? You started coaching yesterday.
All right. Sun was out. Wind was blowing.
How's that arm feeling?
A little sore today. I threw 15 to each kid.
Did you?
Okay. There was 14 kids. So we'll all do the math and we'll figure it out later. But I was walking around a little, and it's not my arm so much. It's like the rest of my body. It's the rest of the.
See, now when I throw now, Nolan, like if I'm out playing wiffle ball with the kids or whatever, my elbow will go before my shoulder will.
Oh,
but is that same for you or not?
No, right in back here.
Is it? Okay. Yeah.
But I must throw right. I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
I'm always throwing a wiffle ball though, and I'm trying to give it like the best curve I can.
Well, yeah,
so-
you're trying to throw 800 miles an hour with a ball that's going 40.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
there
that
was-
don't work very well.
yeah, there was. Speaking of reels, and I know we got to go, but I
No, we
watched.
don't have to. Hey,
I do. I got a meeting I got to get to at 1, so it's a must because I'm going to be off the rest of this week. So, they had like a wiffle ball thing. I think that's so freaking great, man. Like they were showing guys hitting taters with wiffle
Yeah.
balls, and it was just like awesome. I was like, yeah.
well, they
You know?
got wiffle ball fields and everything
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, we have one of those. It's called Miracle Field, so it's kids with that have disabilities can play like kickball and baseball and all that stuff. So it's kind of fun to watch. And so
Oh,
but you can
okay.
play wiffle ball on there too. So, but nothing better than good old fashioned backyard. Throw the wiffle ball, try strike out your buddy. Son of a gun,
Yeah,
you
there you go.
know.
we might have to do that this when you come
Well,
down here
we got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
at the grad party. We'll get out the wiffle ball and
Okay.
invite some gentlemen out back. And
Do we have any? Oh yeah, we do. We have we're gonna put the old 100-mile-per-hour fastball in there and see who can hit it further. Is that our baseball?
well, we won't be able to do it that. We just do that in the cage. That one's just like who makes contact. But we
Okay.
wanted to do a home run where we'll go out there and we'll actually throw to each other. And
Well, I'm gonna bean your ass if we do that. Oh, jeez. Are you gonna stand? I'm a lefty. You know that, right?
oh god, so yeah.
Are you gonna stand in the box when
Well, I'll
my
stand in the box.
when my 30-mile-per-hour fastball comes in?
I was
at
gonna
you?
say, I think I'll be able to get out of the way. I'll be able to see the
Here-
seams.
Here it comes,
It's a
huh?
breaking ball. No,
Yeah.
wait, it's a fastball.
Yeah, yeah. No, and his arm is like hanging, and he can't move anymore. So
Yeah,
we're gonna have to pick which ones we do first. So we
yeah.
can
You
get-
just said you wanted to stand in on 100-mile-an-hour.
I think that would be fun. Have you done it?
I have, and it's very intimidating. This was
This-
a couple years ago. We cranked it up, and I didn't stand in the box. I just like,
Were you like, okay?
that was
You
good.
didn't even try to swing.
No.
Can your boys hit it like the
A
team?
couple of them. Well, it took like one kid. It took like 10 swings before he made like foul tip.
Foul tip. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but nobody's put one over the fence or anything like that, or
No.
no. Any,
We've had some contact. I should
Have
say.
yeah.
You always hesitate when these pitching machines, it's like that's all you need is one of these things to veer into the kid's head, and you got to call the mom. We were pitching at 100 miles an hour today, and your kid couldn't get out of the way.
Well, I'm like you said, I'm hoping we start off at like 50 and then kind of
Yeah.
work our way up, right? Is what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So, all right, my
Kick off.
brother.
That's right around. What day did you say we're coming? You're coming up
When's the grad?
19.
19. So we will probably be out on like either the 17th or the 18th, and then we were gonna leave on the 22nd.
Okay, because I'll have baseball practice that week.
Okay. So I can show up and give the kids say, "Hey, I'm the podcaster for Know the Score with Degger and Dix. I'm here to give you a pep talk, boys."
And they go, from where? From what?
From who?
What is it?
Who? Smelly?
Hey,
Who?
I get to sit in today. I was invited up to Hettinger Public School for an hour today to share my career and to the stream team. And so I get an hour of talk time.
Nice.
So
So
nervous, a little nervous.
so we're-
I don't like
so-
talking in front of people, believe it or not. But
so you're gonna talk. So there's 5 minutes of how your career. What are you gonna do for the rest of the 55 minutes?
that's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
He and the guy's like, I'll send you an outline on. I'm like, yeah, send me an outline. I'm like, okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10 minutes.
You can do it.
Questions from the gallery.
Yeah. What questions you got for me?
Yeah,
So
that one's always an open. Yeah.
so having done some public speaking, Nolan, just focus in on the person that looks interested, and you'll be able to talk more and more and more and more and more.
Oh, okay.
It seems to like if they're like really reacting to what you're saying, then it makes it helps your brain to kind
Do I
of
bring
say,
any comic relief to it, or do I just go crazy?
No, I would. I mean, they're young youth, right? Like I would talk about your funniest thing you've ever saw. I would talk about parents. You know, like God, sometimes as a sportscaster, you just want to go down to that parent and just like,
Yeah.
just things like that. Some of the just talk about.
I always love it when some of the parents come up and say, "Hey, got an extra headset? Not for you."
Yeah, sorry, we don't make them extra large.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they can hear you already, so you're good.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I'll have a couple stories, but
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. They'll ask a bunch of questions too. So, all right, my brother. Well, as always, it's a pleasure to chat with you.
Yeah, we got 3 likes. We had 28 on X. So
yeah, so
thanks to Chris, Aaron, and Bruce this morning.
Yeah, there you go.
We're liking it.
Well, it is
Did
afternoon.
they give them the option of a thumbs down, or is there just no?
I don't know. What can we do better?
Well, I mean, it's a kind of a realistic thing where, okay, so I'm on here. If I can say something, I'll say hi.
Yeah.
But where is the?
No, it's just either
retweet, share broadcast, theater mode, report broadcast. Hopefully nobody reports us.
Yeah. There, I got a hi from ND. There you go on Twitter.
Yep. Go. But I don't know where the thumbs up are.
That's on Facebook, buddy. There's no thumbs up. Yeah, those guys are watching us on
thumbs up.
No, you either like it, you heart it, or you can't. And then you just like move on and you don't say anything. And so, yeah, no,
that's probably the best. That is a good idea. Shows we are live on Know the Score.
Yep.
So
you can follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube. That's where we're at.
There you go. Oh, there, look at there. We just got a heart.
Well, I don't know. That's from Know the Score with Decker and Dix. Nice work there, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, we could just do.
See you later.
Check out my next one that's coming up.
No thanks.
It's not popping up.